So we are going to start our topic ordinary differential equations and calculus of variations. From that one, the first module contains power series solution of ordinary differential equations. So let us start with what is an elementary function. An elementary function is a function which contains a single variable. A function having single variables. Functions like constant functions, suppose y is equal to 2 or y is equal to pi, all that f of y is equal to pi, all are constant functions. Logarithmic functions, log x, e raised to x, all are elementary functions. Here you have an example, y equal to tan of some function x e raised to 1 by pi plus tan inverse of 1 plus x square. So this is in a single variable x. This is a function in a single variable x. So we can say that this is an elementary function. And an algebraic function is a polynomial, a rational function, or any function of the form y equal to f of x that satisfies equation of the form Pn of x into y raised to n plus Pn minus 1 x into y raised to n minus 1 plus etc. plus P1 of x into y plus P0 of x equal to 0, where each Pi of x is a polynomial. So, a function which is not algebraic is called transcendental functions. So the trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions, all are examples of transcendental functions. So in this chapter, we are going to study about such kind of functions, solutions using power series. So it's an important topic. You will get a very less time to solve many problems. So you must write down the equations and problems thoroughly. Only then you have to attend the problems easily. So a power series is an infinite series of the form sigma summation over n is from 0 to infinity an into x minus x naught x0 raised to n, x naught or x0, x minus x naught power n. So when we expand that, put n is equal to 0 to infinity, you will get a0 plus a1 into x minus x0 plus a2 into x minus x0 whole square plus etc. That is a power series in x minus x0. If x0 is equal to 0, then you will get it as a power series in summation over an x raised to n. Next we can tell about the convergence of this series. Convergence and radius of convergence of the power series. So the given power series converges only when it have a limit. Its limit exists. So we can say that this power series converges for mod x less than r and it diverges if mod x greater than r. And we have this radius of convergence is equal to 0 when the series converges only for x equal to 0. And it is equal to infinity when it converges for all x. And it converges only for x equal to 0, we can say that the radius of convergence is 0. Consider the given examples. The series sigma x raised to n, which is of the form 1 plus x square plus etc. This is a series which converges for mod x less than 1 and diverges for mod x greater than 1. You can find the radius of convergence or interval of convergence using power series method. You already studied in earlier classes. So we can find that this series converges for mod x less than 1. So here the radius of convergence is 1. So the series sigma x raised to n by n factorial. This series converges for all x. 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial. The series converges for all x. So we can say that the radius of convergence of the series is infinity. Similarly, the series n summation over n is from 0 to infinity n factorial x raised to n. So you can see that this series diverges or it converges only at x equal to 0. So you can write as the radius of convergence of the series as the radius of convergence of the series is 0. So we have the power series is of the form f of x equal to sigma an x raised to n, which converges for mod x less than r. So we can differentiate. We can differentiate term-wise for these functions. So derivative of f of x equal to f dash of x equal to summation an is constant, x raised to n is derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Since it's x raised to n minus 1 value, we can start n is from 1 to infinity. So f dash of x is n is from 1 to infinity n into an into x raised to n minus 1. F double dash of x is again an is constant, n is constant. The derivative of x raised to n minus 1 is n minus 1 x raised to n minus 2. And that given series converges for mod x less than r. If we have another power series, you can add, subtract and multiply those power series. So that means their coefficient wise addition, subtraction and multiplication. Next is series solutions of first order equations. We can find first order differential equation solution using power series. Consider the equation y dash is equal to y. Suppose we assuming that it has a power series solution of the form y is equal to a0 plus a1x plus etc. plus anx raised to n plus etc. that converges for mod x less than r with r is greater than 0. So find out its derivative y dash and equate both the terms. Y dash is equal to y in such a way that you equate both the coefficients. So you will get a1 equal to a0, 2a2 equal to a1, 3a3 equal to a2. So from here itself you will get a2 equal to a1 by 2. But since a1 equal to a0, you can write it down in terms of a0 only. So that is the solution of this equation y dash is equal to y. That is a0 plus, substitute these equations, these coefficients in equation number 2. So you will get y equal to a0 plus, instead of a1 a0 x plus, instead of a2 a0 by 2 and instead of a3 a0 by 2 into 3. So that we have the solution y equal to, so the given function y dash is equal to, the given function y dash is equal to y has the solution y equal to a0 into 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus etc. So you can easily see that this is the series solution of e raised to x. So one of its solution is a0 y equal to a0 e raised to x. There is another function. Consider the function y is equal to 1 plus x raised to p. Y equal to 1 plus x raised to p. So for finding the power series solution, first of all you have to write down the its particular solution. Find the given equation's particular solution. So 1 plus x into y dash equal to py, y of 0 equal to 1. Given condition, for a given condition, y of 0 equal to 1. Suppose that given have a power series solution. So substitute both in the equation, the given particular solution, and equate into 0. You can see that and compare it with the equations. Coefficient terms you can compare. You can see that a1 equal to p, a2 equal to a1 into p minus 1 by 1, a1 into p minus 1 by 2, and again since a1 is equal to p, it will be a2 will be p into p minus 1 by 2, a3 will be p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 by 3 factorial, etc. So when we apply all these terms in equation solution, you will get 1 plus p of x plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial x square plus etc. So you can see that this expansion 1 plus x raised to p expansion, what is this expansion? This is a binomial series expansion that converges for mod x less than 1, for mod x less than 1. In your reference papers, there you can see many more than 2 reference books. So please go there and find out more problems of similar kind. Do more and more problems so that you can easily get the steps. Second order linear differential equations. Consider the general homogeneous second order linear equation of the form y double dash plus p of x y dash plus q of x into y equal to 0. This is the general form of a second order differential equation. If both this px and qx are analytic at a point x0, if px and qx are analytic at a point x0, then x0 is called an ordinary point of this equation. Otherwise, it is called a singular point of the second order differential equation. It's an important part. You can have these questions for some competitive exams. Next we have regular singular point. A point x0 is a singular point of the differential equation y double dash plus p of x into y dash plus q of x into y equal to 0. This p of x and q of x fails to be analytic at x0, then we can say that the given point is x0 is a singular point. If p of x and q of x are analytic, they are called ordinary point. X0 is called ordinary point. If they are not analytic at x0, is called a singular point. A singular point x0 of this equation is said to be regular if the functions x minus x0 into p of x and x minus x0 whole square into q of x are analytic and irregular otherwise. Consider the Lagrange's equation 1 minus x square y double dash minus 2x y dash plus p into p plus 1 y equal to 0. Rearranging this equation in this form, you will get y double dash as y double dash minus 2x by 1 minus x square y dash plus p into p plus 1 by 1 minus x square y equal to 0. Here p of x is minus 2x by 1 minus x square and q of x is p into p minus 1 by 1 minus x square. Clearly we have p of x, clearly we have this 1 minus x square equal to 0, then this equal to 0, this denominator part is equal to 0 when x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1. At that point, these two functions are not defined. So they are not analytic at these points 1 and minus 1. So we are going to find solution of the second order differential equation using power series method. So the given solution, the given equation is 2x square y double dash plus x into 2x plus 1 y dash minus y equal to 0. So first of all we have to check is the given point is a singular point or ordinary point. So write down the equation in general form, general second order differential equation form, y double dash plus p of x into y dash plus q of x into y equal to 0 form. So we can see that here x into p of x equal to, this is not analytic. Since x equal to 0, this p of x and q of x is not defined there. So next we have to check x into p of x, x minus x naught into p of x, and x minus x0 whole square. Here we are taking x0 as 0. So x square into q of x, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. So x into p of x and x square into q of x both are analytic now. So we can say that x equal to 0 is a regular singular point. So once again I am telling that we have to check is it an ordinary point or regular singular point. If p of x and q of x, either one of them is not analytic, then we can say that it is a singular point. And x minus x0 into p of x and x minus x0 whole square into q of x are analytic, then we can say that it is a regular singular point. But if it is not analytic, x minus x naught into p of x and x minus x naught into q of x are not analytic at x naught, we can say that that point is an irregular singular point. So at irregular singular point, we can't see a power series solution of that equation. So here we can see that x equal to 0 is a regular singular point. So we can find the solution using Frobenius series method. So here we are choosing, if it is a regular singular point, then we are choosing a solution, assuming a solution of the form y equal to x raised to m into a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. And find the derivatives y dash and y double dash. And substitute all these terms in our given equation. Here in equation 3, that is 2x square y double dash plus x into 2x plus 1 y dash minus y equal to 0. So substitute all these equations and equate them into 0, so that we can see that all the coefficient terms, higher power of coefficient terms of x, x raised to m minus 2, x raised to m minus 1, x raised to m terms. So equate the coefficients, all that coefficients into 0 and arrive at a either at a recursive relation or find a0, a1, a2, a3, a4 values and substitute in our equation, our solution term. Find a0, a1, a2 and substitute in this solution term. You will achieve, you will arrive at the solution. This is the Frobenius series method. From the recursive relation, solve the equations. Solve this indicial equation m into m minus 1 plus 1 by 2 m minus 1 by 2 equal to 0, where you will get the roots as m1 equal to 1 and m2 equal to minus 1 by 2. And corresponding to these m1 and m2, you will get two solutions. Substitute m1 equal to 1 in our solution. So that you will get a1 is equal to minus 2 by 5 a0, a2 equal to minus 2 by 7 a1, that is 4 by 35 a0, etc. And similarly for M2 also you will get A1, A2, A3 values. So from M2 equal to minus 1 by 2, you will get A1 equal to minus A0 and A2 equal to 1 by 2 A0, etc. For putting A0 equal to 1, in our solutions you will get y1 equal to x raised to m1, that is x raised to 1 into 1 minus 2 by 5 x plus 4 by 35 x square plus etc. And y2 equal to x raised to m2, that is minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus x plus 1 by 2 x square plus etc. Therefore, the general solution will be y equal to c1x into y1 plus c2 x raised to minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus x plus 1 by 2 x square plus etc. This is the Frobenius series solution only if the point is a singular point, regular singular point.